Yeah, so I'm a course leader for games art, and I have a background in animation and VFX, which I will talk your ear off about in a moment. So the future is creative. You've heard that a lot today, but what does that actually mean? The future in the future, the economy will have a creative core. Okay, creative industries are growing at twice the rate in the UK, in the UK economy as a whole, and that's really showing in the games industry. Local to myself, we have Rockstar Games, which are known for GTA 5 and lots of other games like that. So yeah, Rockstar is a big one in Lincoln. They have QA testers here, but there's lots of little indie studios for games going all over the UK. Next slide, please. So, who are we? We are Access Creative. You've heard that a lot today. We're a specialist creative educator, a national college dedicated to music, media and games, esports computing. We're for 16 to 18-year-olds and adult learners. So if you're past the 18-year-old mark, you're still more than welcome to come. We're industry connected. Again, as I said, we have connections in Lincoln to Dovetail Studios, a lot of local bands, a lot of different things going on. The local museum, the university. We do lots of collaborative projects within our city. There we go. We have a creative career focus. Our courses are designed with real industry input to help students progress onto higher education or creative careers. We have strong industry links, work with big names like Fantic, Renderman, Latitude, Condense, Young Minds, and Creative UK. And Pathway to Success. Many alumni have gone to successful careers in music, gaming, and media, including chart-topping artists and award-winning creators. And a lot of our alumni as well, they tend to come back and they tend to become teachers themselves because they enjoy the atmosphere so much. We have campuses based in Bristol, Manchester, London, Plymouth, Birmingham, Norwich, and then Lincoln with me on Games Up. Next slide, please. So here's some of our famous alum. The big one that everyone always eyes dart to straight away is obviously Ed Sheeran. He is also our patron as well, so he's quite involved with Access and he's really keen to know what's going on. But we also have alumni such as Jess Glenn, Rhea Ora, Let's Eat Grandpa, which is an experimental pop duo. Definitely give them a listen. It's some cool stuff going on there. We also have Amy Love from the Nova Twins as well. And again, as I said before, a lot of our alumni actually come back to become teachers themselves because they love the environment, because we are a course that is completely dedicated to allowing our learners to be creative as possible. And I think a lot of people connect to that and want to come back and inspire the next generation. Next slide, please. So the games industry. Passion meets purpose. If you love playing games, making games can turn that interest into a job. Okay, games is a lot of people play games. People's mums play games. They play Candy Crush on their phone. Games are so widespread now that almost every single person plays some sort of game. And if you like playing games, turn it into a job. Make it something that you want to do in the future. Okay, there's lots of skills overlap. Skills you build creatively, coding basics, art, storytelling could also help many other jobs. It's so flexible. Narrative and storytelling is a big thing, especially on games art, and it's something that you can carry on to lots of different jobs in the future. Some transferable skills, as we said before. Future proofing. With strong growth, the sector is likely to become more jobs in the future, meaning choosing it now gives you a head start. As I said before, a lot of people play games and it's a constantly growing industry with lots of indie studios getting a lot of recognition, especially with streaming and YouTube videos blowing up. That means that these indie games like mouthwashing, for example, blow up in such a short amount of time and makes anyone can really do it. Global and local opportunities. You don't have to stay in one city. Many studios spread across the UK and the world, so you may find something nearer to you or remote if you want to move far away. Pathways in school. From your age of 14 to 16, you could start building a portfolio, making small games, learning coding or design, artwork to show us some sketches even. is a big advantage when you later apply for your course or jobs in the future. Next slide, please. So, careers in the art and games industry. Okay, you've got your games art and your design, which are, you could be a concept artist, 2D and 3D artist, character designer, environment artist, a UI and a UX designer. So UI stands for user interface, and UX stands for user experience. Again, that's when you'll develop an understanding of, as if you join our courses. And also animation. Again, it's a big industry. A lot of people need animation. Games design. So game designer, level design, narrative designer, systems designer, gameplay designer. Games development / programming. You should be a gameplay programmer, an engine programmer, so the actual tool that the game runs on. Tool developer, AI programmer. Again, AI is a growing sector. More and more people use AI every day. There's new ones popping up for different things all over the shop. A technical artist, a mobile / VR developer as well. Again, mobile games are growing exponentially. Parents love them, your mums love them, your dad loves them, your grandparents do. Everyone's playing a mobile game. There's lots to come from a mobile game. Audio for games, you could be a sound designer, a composer, an audio programmer, a voice director, a dialogue editor, QA and testing, which is the one that a lot of people tend to be interested in, especially if they like playing games. Okay, QA stands for quality assurance. You play games and get paid for it. You have to pick up bugs and you get paid for that. And you can be a QA analyst, a games balance tester, make sure it's not too hard or it's not too easy, and a bug reporter as well. So you've got lots of opportunities there to do something you love, but make it into a career and a job for you. Production business, you could be a producer, a project manager, a product manager, a community manager, a marketing / PR person, a localization manager, which is someone who translates games from other countries. So, you know, Japan is a massive games distributor with companies like Konami and Nintendo. Those have to be localized for the different countries, even differences between like America and England, because there's differences in the way we pronounce or spell words. So there's lots of opportunity there. Tech and innovation, so a VR / AR developer, a procedural artist, tools engineer, a UX researcher, data analysis, gameplay monetization. Lots and lots of career opportunities here, and the career opportunities that are in the future. They are skills that and things that are still being figured out and developed, and you could be in the forefront of that. Next slide, please. So our courses, we have a level 2 games development, which is a lovely, beautiful mixture of both our level 3 courses. So level 2 games, you have a bit of everything. You've got coding, 3D modeling, a little bit of design and animation. It's a lovely course with lots of things within it. We also have games art as well, which is very much the games art side. So it's about character design, level designing, environment designs. You have projects on designing characters in comic books, and also traditional art, because I always say as a teacher, and I'm really annoying with it, but you have to know the rules to break the rules. And within art, you have to know how a body works in order to draw a body that is disproportionate in some way. So anime, which a lot of people love, those bodies aren't in proportion, but they look correct because the artist knew how to break the rules when they were drawing those characters, because they already knew the rules. And we also have level 3 games development as well, which is the tech side. There's no artsy stuff in this at all. You design your levels, of course, but there's no drawing. It's purely your coding, and you're being that forefront of making the games. You're doing all the basis for us then. So scan that QR code if you're interested, or follow, you could join a website. Either one, feel free. Next slide, please. So let's take a moment to listen to our amazing staff. We've got a lovely video here for you.
We run a level 2 course called Games Development, so that's more of an introductory for our students. So it's, if you're really wanting to get into all of games development, it's really nice to, it's a nice way to getting into it, really. It covers a bit of games art and coding, but for our level 3 areas, we cover games art, games development, and animation visual effects, which does lead into games, but also has a bit of a wider element into films as well. We have to use our technical skills within all of our softwares. So we use Unity for game development, and to be creative, we have to look into creative ways to figure out some problems we have. So if you're looking at a different mechanic, we might have to look at quite unique and creative ways to actually build them as well. Same with our characters for games art, for 3D modeling and 2D concept art. Again, all that requires good technical skill of the software and the skills in being creative as well, being to build your own worlds and your own characters, which is sounds quite easy to do, but it's actually quite quite difficult to do actually.
Yeah, these courses are really amazing for what we deliver on our games pathways, and we cover the foundations such as coding, anatomy, character design, animation. But the way that we get us to do this throughout the year up until sort of February is a very sort of led experience under some of the things that we do under anatomy or character design, as we get the students to do lots of gesture drawings, figure drawings, fabric studies, drawing for theatre, drawing for animation. And then after February, we launch what we have as an FMP, where the students really dictate how they want to learn this stuff and what they want to get into. So if you've been really passionate about animation up until that point, you can specialise that for a few months at the very end of the first year. If you've been really passionate about vehicle design or prop design, that's something that you can continue to explore. So we really let the kind of the training wheels go at that period of time to let you get into the meat and bones of what we're after.
With games, it actually goes into many different industries. It can go into the marketing industries. If you want to look into 3D advertisements, so like commercials like Coca-Cola, or you can obviously games as well, but you can also go into the films industry and architecture actually as well, because again, you still need some skills you are learning on the courses, like 3D modeling. They use those skills in architecture to develop the skill or develop the actual buildings, to visualize them in for their clients. So again, you can work in a lot more of a freelance area for that as well. Again, the skills you're learning can go across a lot of industries, telecoms, for visualization work. Again, you can go into web development, you can go into software development as well, cybersecurity, and go into a quite wide range of coding practices as well. Again, we teach from very ground up, so once you know the language, you sort of know how to adapt those skills for different industries.
So a lot of these courses really do give you quite a diverse skill set for what you can do in the industry. It can vary from some really technical sort of coding-based things to a lot more open indie studios where you'll be wearing lots of different hats under the idea of an indie games dev. And what we try and do is we cater for those AAA studios with those really specific roles where you might be animating hair, and then they might go a bit more wider where you'll be working with a really small team where you'll be introduced to some like low-level mechanics as well as 3D modeling, and you might even be asked to then concept a new idea with the team. So we want to make sure that you guys and everyone feels really prepared into what they're going into, and we do that quite a lot throughout the year in terms of just like either games jams, the creative projects, or even the FMP towards the end, which is fantastic.
Success for us here at Access Bristol would be our game jams. So we run a game jam a week before we leave for Christmas, and we try to run 2 more after Christmas as well. I say that's success because the students are working in teams, communicating, it becomes a really great environment to work in. But also you can see some really cool projects being made, and some of these do carry on to a bit further as well. I've seen students take some games from they had an idea from in the game jam, and they actually continued working on it in their own time as well, and they've actually working on it right now as a part of our project. So you do see a lot of smaller studios actually making some fantastic products, and again, you could be one of them as well. It is just, if you've got the passion for it, go for it. It's not about the large companies making money, but it's more of if you are really passionate about making games, get into it now. Especially with the indie market going on right now, everyone's, I'm always looking at the next indie game coming out, what's coming up, and I'm following a few developers right now. I would argue that our students coming out of our courses, from games art to games dev, animation and visual effects, they do come out with a strong portfolio ready for university, and that's what universities are looking for as well. They're not just looking for your grades, they're looking for your portfolios as well. For games art course and games dev course, you've got your specialisms. So you will focus on the art and focus on the dev, and you will be able to work on your specialism while working in your groups. So in the game jams, the games artists will focus on games art, and then the games development students will focus on the coding and developing of the Unity project. As part of the music course, they do work on, they have some creative briefs that actually we give them. So for example, we have an atmosphere in a game, and we want some, maybe some spooky music going into the scene. So we'll go over to the music, and we ask them to see if they can whip us up some cool ambience music and some sound effects as well, which we can also ask music for. It's a great opportunity to develop teamwork skills and also hone your skills in your respective areas.
Yeah, so at Access Creative College, you can study under our esports program, which covers a wide range of different skills within that industry. It's not just about playing games and developing your skills as a pro player, but it's also down the route of shoutcasting, marketing, video editing, and social media management. You guys will be part of the wider esports teams nationally that we take part in. We play on national teams as well as local teams against other colleges as part of the British Esports Federation, where each week we do compete against people in League of Legends, Valorant, Rocket League, Marvel Rivals and things like that. So you do develop your skills as a player alongside how to brand that, market it, edit it, and really create a name for it. It's one of the industries that's been seen to rival that of football, rugby, and the more national sports that we're seeing. There's debates whether it becomes an Olympic sport soon, so it's going to rise, it's really in there, and it's quite up and coming for one of the courses that we offer. I think it's great because we do just get to work collaboratively with the local areas that are around. We get to kind of really spearhead some grassroots in esports and the surrounding communities. And it's ever growing. Our course is developing. Esports was introduced only a few years ago, and already we're trying to be at the front end of how we can deliver it, working closely with other awarding organisations, working with not just the British Esports Federation, but also other tournaments that we're hoping to launch ourselves as Access that other colleges can compete within. So there's a lot coming for that course. It's a very exciting time to get into the games industry. It is ever growing. We're seeing a rise in indie developers coming out of the woodworks. We're seeing sort of a lot of students developing these accessible games, or whether it's mobile or PC or even onto like different other gaming platforms. And Bristol being one of these really great hubs for film, TV, media and games at the moment, it's really kind of being pushed forward quite a lot. We're seeing lots of new studios emerge looking for sort of like fresher eyes on talent. And what's really quite exciting is that a lot of our students are within the kind of catchment of what their target audiences are, and there's no better dev to go to than a 16 to 18-year-old that's playing the games that are out there that wants to be part of it. So you get them on board, and you get on board with the game development cycle and what it is that we can do, and then your ideas are really going to kind of like be that fresh eyes of what's out there.
Awesome. So that's everything from me. I really enjoyed doing this talk. Um, feel free to scan these QR codes, book an open day, see what the campus is actually like. Then you can apply. And again, nothing's locked in stone. You can apply to a million different places that you want to go. But having that application in place is really important, because then you get to attend our taster day. Now, we have a taster day on the 18th of April. And a taste day is the best thing to know if this course is right for you. You get to come into your local college, wherever you may be, and get to know the teachers. The main thing about education is you have to like the person or mesh with that person's teaching style, and if you don't, then you won't learn very much. So definitely book an open day, see what the college is even like, see if it's for you, then make an application so you can attend our taster day, where you can see if the person teaching is right for you, and will be able to develop and thrive your skills. Thank you so much for having me.